Welcome back. As a quick recap, Mad Blood Demon was left intrigued by Raon's mysterious recovery, but Raon brushed him off, pointing his sword and saying, "I said it before, didn't I? There's no need for you to know." With an air of confidence, Raon declared, "Come, I'll keep you company until dawn." If you're new or need a refresher, catch up on the previous part before diving in. Now that we're all on the same page, let's start this new chapter. The scene shifts to Ben and his group, who are frantically evacuating the villagers. Ben shouts orders to his team, "Now, I expect everyone to move according to orders. Help those that are injured or have trouble moving." Ben's expression is grim, his voice laced with desperation. "I know you're all tired, but we have to move quickly. We don't have time. We have to hurry and get somewhere safe." The villagers, fueled by fear and panic, scramble to follow Ben's instructions. The air is thick with tension as the group rushes to escape the impending danger. As the group continues on their urgent journey, some of the trainees whisper among themselves. One of them asks, "What's going on? Are we going to be okay?" Another trainee chimes in, "This just had to happen when we got here, too." Their voices are laced with worry and frustration. Martha stands behind the conversing trainees, quietly listening in on their anxious discussion. Her expression is unreadable, but her eyes seem to hold a deep concern. Martha's expression turns stern, her voice laced with frustration. "Raon is." She pauses, her eyes blazing with intensity. The trainees, alerted by Martha's tone, turn to face her. One of them calls out in surprise, "Lady Martha." Martha continues, her voice rising in anger. "Facing that monster alone for all of our sakes. Even though his arm and ribs are broken, he's still fighting." Martha's anger boils over, her voice echoing through the air. "So what's with your attitude right now? You've all done nothing. Are you planning to die a foolish death here?" Ben's eyes widen in surprise as he calls out, "Martha." He pauses, collecting his thoughts. Ben tightens his wrist, a determined glint in his eye. He turns to his group, his voice firm and resolute. "She's right," Ben declares. "This isn't the time to be feeling down." His words are a call to action, urging his group to shake off their despair and focus on survival. Ben shouts to his group, "Everyone, hurry up." He quickly briefs them on the situation. Crane has gone to a branch near here to request aid. Reinforcements from the family should be on their way. We have to act as quickly. Just as Ben finishes speaking, one of the trainees exclaims, Isn't that an ogre?" The trainee's voice trembles with fear. "Why is it here?" Ben suddenly spins around, his eyes scanning the surroundings. His expression changes to one of shock and surprise. He thinks to himself, "Why did an ogre, the king of the forest, come for us?" Another trainee's voice trembles as they exclaim, "Wait, there's one over here too." The group's eyes widen in alarm as they realize they're surrounded. Another trainee's voice cracks as they announce, "We're surrounded by ogres." The group's anxiety reaches a boiling point. A group member quickly assesses their situation. "The ogres are pincering us." They realize the ogres' tactics are a deliberate attempt to trap them. A stunned group member asks, "Is something like this even possible?" The implication is clear. This level of coordination and strategy is unprecedented for ogres. Martha's eyes widen in shock as she thinks to herself, "It can't be." Her mind racing, she pieces together the sinister plot. Martha's thoughts burn with indignation. Those Eden bastards are capable of controlling monsters. She recalls the earlier encounter. The reason that Mad Blood Demon didn't ignore Raon to rush at us was because. Martha's eyes narrow, her voice silent but resolute. He had already released ogres, expecting that this would happen. The full weight of the enemy's plan settles in, and Martha's determination to counter their strategy intensifies. One of the group members, consumed by fear, kneels down and speaks up, their voice trembling. It's all over now. We're going to die without even being able to put up a fight." The group members' desperate words hang in the air, sowing despair and hopelessness among the others. Their morale, already fragile, begins to shatter. Ben's voice thunders through the air, shattering the group's despair. "Don't give up. Raon is still fighting too. If we die in vain here, then I'd never be able to face Raon, who's fighting the Mad Blood Demon on his own." Ben's eyes blaze with determination, his jaw set in a resolute line. He takes a step forward, his presence commanding attention. The group's eyes, previously downcast, slowly rise to meet Ben's, a spark of hope rekindled within them. Martha nods in agreement, a hint of a smile on her face. "You said the right thing for once." Suddenly, Runan chimes in, his voice laced with urgency. "We have to evacuate everyone and hurry to help Raon." Ben's eyes narrow, his grip on his sword tightening. He thinks to himself, "That's right, we can't afford to die here." With newfound determination, the group readies themselves for the impending battle. Swords are gripped, hearts steeled, and eyes fixed on the ogres closing in around them. Ben declares, "That's the least we can do for Raon, who's fighting on his own for our sakes." The trio, fueled by determination, begins to rush forward to attack the ogres. Just as they're about to clash with the ogres, someone's wind aura slash passes through the trio, striking the ogres in front of them. The trio stops in their tracks, turning to look at the wind slash that has effortlessly taken down the ogres. Ben's eyes widen in amazement as he speaks up, "This wind dash." The scene cuts back to Raon's side. The mad blood demon looms over him, its presence radiating malevolence. The mad blood demon speaks in a taunting tone, "How persistent, give it up already." While Raon lies battered and bloodied near a rock, Raon's chest rises and falls with shallow breaths, his body broken and exhausted, yet, his eyes still burn with a fierce determination, refusing to surrender. As Raon lies against the rock, he thinks to himself, "My broken left arm is getting in my way. If I cut off my left arm, I'll be able to fight for a little while longer." Raon's thoughts take a somber turn as he questions his motivations. "But, why am I doing this anyway? Every inch of my body is screaming out in pain. Why do I have to endure pain that I'd never felt even in my past life and fight against this monster?" A tinge of regret creeps into Raon's thoughts. "If it was my past life, I definitely would have run away." His eyes seem to gaze into the distance, haunted by the memories of his past life's timid nature. Raon's thoughts are interrupted by a vision of Sylvia, her gentle voice calling out to him. Raon. He feels her warm embrace, and her words echo in his mind. "I'd like it if you could become a proud warrior, a Sieghart swordsman of old." Raon's eyes snap back into focus, his determination reignited. Raon's gaze intensifies, his eyes burning with renewed resolve. "That's right," he thinks to himself. "The words Sylvia spoke back then, and the memories of the comrades I've spent time with are tying me down here." Raon's thoughts continue, filled with warmth and appreciation for his comrades. Runan, seemingly holding no interest in others, but kinder than anyone else. Runan. A gentle smile spreads across his face as he recalls Runan's quiet yet profound kindness. His thoughts then shift to Ben. He didn't get off to a good start, but he's running towards a respectable goal. Ben. Raon's expression turns thoughtful, acknowledging Ben's growth and determination. Finally, his mind turns to Martha. She's rough, but with an iron conviction. Someone I can rely on, Martha. A sense of trust and admiration shines through Raon's thoughts as he reflects on Martha's unwavering resolve and unshakable loyalty. With a newfound sense of determination, Raon slowly begins to stand up, his battered body protesting the movement. Yet, he pushes through the pain, fueled by his thoughts. "It'd be a lie to say that they haven't grown on me," he thinks to himself. "I want to save them, who are slowly growing into Sieghart swordsmen." Raon's eyes burn with conviction, his mind made up. He's willing to risk everything to protect his comrades, to ensure they can continue growing stronger, and to fulfill their dreams of becoming true Sieghart swordsmen. Rath's gaze narrows, its voice laced with a mix of surprise and admiration. Did you buy time for those comrades of yours to get out of my range, all while withstanding my rage?" Raon nods in agreement, his expression serene. "So you noticed." Raon's eyes convey a deep-seated determination, his resolve to protect his comrades unwavering. Rath's expression twists in indignation, its voice dripping with venom. "How cheeky, Raon Sieghart. There is a limit to how much you can look down upon me." Rath's gaze pierces through Raon, its words laced with scorn. "Do you truly believe that you'd be able to regain control of your body while I kill this man and chase after your comrades?" Rath's voice drips with contempt. "And how do you plan to do that when you're having trouble even staying on your feet?" With a burst of rage, Rath's energy surges back into Raon's body. Raon's eyes widen in agony as he loses his grip on his sword, the blade clattering to the ground. Raon's knees buckle, and he collapses to the ground, his body racked with pain. His scream echoes through the air. "Ah!" Rath's voice rings out, its words dripping with victory. "You failed the moment you took my rage. You may be able to withstand possession, but the moment you hand me your body, you will never be able to regain it." The mad blood demon speaks up, its voice laced with amusement. "It seems you've finally reached your limits." As Raon lies on the ground, writhing in pain, the mad blood demon's eyes gleam with malevolence. I just had a good idea." The mad blood demon's voice drips with sadistic pleasure as it walks away from Raon, heading towards Ben's group. "I'll save you for last and go kill your comrades first." Now that sounds like it'd be much more entertaining. Just imagine it, the expression you'd make as I tear off your comrades' heads one by one, right in front of your face. Raon's eyes widen in horror, his mind racing with the terrifying image. Raon's thoughts are filled with a sense of urgency and responsibility. He knows that his comrades, mere recruits, are no match for the mad blood demon's mastery. With a deep breath, he steels himself for the task ahead. I have to keep him busy while everyone else escapes, Raon thinks to himself, his resolve firm. Despite his battered body, he summons every last ounce of strength, preparing to face the mad blood demon once more. The mad blood demon's eyes widen in surprise as it turns to face Raon, who miraculously stands before it, despite his battered state. The demon's gaze lingers on Raon's broken sword, then shifts to his unwavering eyes. Raon's voice rings out, filled with conviction and determination. I am a descendant of the northern king of annihilation, Sieghart, and I will one day be the strongest swordsman on the continent, until my heart stops beating. With his broken sword still clutched in his hand, Raon declares, you will not be able to leave this place, mad demon of Eden. The air seems to vibrate with Raon's unyielding spirit, as he stands tall, ready to face the demon. The mad blood demon's expression changes, its eyes gleaming with a mix of surprise and admiration. That's quite the spirit for your age. Calling you incredible wouldn't do you justice. Its voice is laced with a hint of respect, a rare sentiment from the demon. The demon clenches its right arm, its aura surging with increased power. Fine. I'll have to show proper respect towards such a warrior. I will remember your name, Raon Sieghart. With a fierce battle cry, the mad blood demon unleashes its aura, preparing to deliver a crushing blow that will finish Raon in one swift strike. Raon's thoughts are filled with a sense of resignation as the mad blood demon's punch nears. I don't have the strength to spare, to dodge this attack. He closes his eyes, preparing for the inevitable, thinking his life is about to end. Just as all hope seems lost, a familiar wind aura passes through, carrying the scent of a fierce warrior. Raon's eyes snap open in surprise. As he opens his eyes, he's met with the sight of a red-haired figure standing tall in front of him. The figure's long, crimson locks dance in the wind, and their aura radiates an intense, battle-hardened energy. Raon's eyes widen in shock as he takes in the familiar sight. Limer, the sword instructor of Raon, stands firm, his sword at the ready. With ease, he blocks the mad blood demon's powerful punch, the blade biting deep into the demon's fist. The impact sends a shockwave through the air, as Limer's sword aura clashes with the mad blood demon's dark energy. The sound of steel scraping against the demon's skin echoes through the surroundings, a testament to Limer's exceptional skill. Raon's face breaks into a warm smile as he looks at Limer. You're late, he says, his voice tinged with amusement. Limer's eyes crinkle at the corners as he bursts into laughter. Ha ha, sorry, I overslept a bit. He chuckles, his expression carefree. With a confident grin, Limer says, you can leave this to me now. He readies his sword, his stance radiating a sense of control and mastery. What a thrilling conclusion to the chapter. The stage is set for an epic battle between Limer and the mad blood demon. The fate of Raon and the others hangs in the balance. To everyone watching, thank you for joining us on this adventure. If you're eager for more, please do comment below, asking for more chapters. Don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing. Until next time, stay tuned.